sometimes a moment comes when you realize you're part of some other process you just suddenly become aware of. And I've been noticing the posts on LinkedIn about this black hole. And at a certain point, I think it was when I saw the videos, I finally, you realize, oh, wait a minute, oh, how many years did it take to set this up? Oh, really? And gosh, what a well-polished video. And you suddenly realize you're part of some process. That what you're getting is a public relation, that you are now receiving the carefully planned, the results of a carefully planned strategic media campaign. And there's no way to avoid that because of all the planning they had to do for the telescopes to get them all to do the same thing and get the same data aligned. Many, many years, let alone build the telescope, the Event Horizon telescope. And so you realize, oh, well, all right. So the object of this process was actually to detect a black hole, not to observe not to observe whatever it was in the middle of a M87 galaxy, but to detect a black hole. And and that the whole thing is set up specifically to do that. Now, it's not till you separate that understanding from another understanding about the nature of the business model of academia and the problems with the political problems with the science is that science is finally having, because they've been talking such rubbish and nothing works. None of those things, none of those models, they're all rubbish. Those models are rubbish. I'm coming to a certain point in my own evaluation process, my own assessment of sort of modern academic science. Who gave you the right to do that, Mark? Well, it doesn't matter. I did it. I don't remember. I just did it. It's what my brain wanted to do. And so I stepped into it and I began doing it. And I began looking at it, and the more I look at it, the more I realize, hey, wait a minute. This is pseudoscience. This is not good science at all. Now, to be honest, I even when I was young, I remember laughing for many minutes, about the black hole. Not black hole, sorry, Big Bang. But I had a similar kind of reaction to black holes. Black holes in what, And this is before I even knew that how ludicrous these ideas actually are. How poorly supported the theoretical models are. What if you look behind my head, that those columns there, the questions those columns ask of of the models is, are they complete, are they coherent, and are they consistent? So I always ask the question, well, I'd always ask, I designed, when I was publishing my work, I realized that I had to put out there a meta model, which is to say a way for readers to assess scientific models in general. And I came up with this notion, I thought I was doing it independently, that they should be complete, coherent, and consistent. And I carefully looked at those sort of criteria, and I went, okay, well, if you meet those three criteria, then you've got a model that deserves consideration. And if you know, as a theoretician, as a theoretical scientist, I can say that. I can, you know, and I can justify that, and I can defend that. Now, why this does not exist? Why nobody has, you know, described these things as being important to scientific models? You know, why does academic science not do that? You know, why don't they tell us that? Well, because the models are rubbish. Because of all those no's. You know, no, it's not complete. No, it's not coherent, and no, it's not consistent. And some of them actually have 3 no's, which is like, what? 3 no's? How can you? Surely, but 1 no disqualifies the model, and none of them have a clean slate. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna, you know, so because that's I can't take this nonsense anymore. This is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. And I did come across, you know, some good models. So, but those won't get a hearing. Oh no, well, none of those, because those, you know, our funding doesn't depend on those. You know, our funding depends on these. So we'll have these. Thank you very much. Well, you know. So anyway, it looks like it looks like modern academic cosmology, you know, has designed a strategic media campaign of some kind to validate, you know, and there's of course, you know, the Nobel Prize for gravitational waves, you know. We don't have a model of gravity. What the hell are you talking about? We don't have black holes are absolute nonsense. Okay, we've seen one. Well, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. What you did is you designed a process whose sole political objective was to detect a black hole. And guess what happened? Well, that's what you saw. All lies and jests. Still, a man hears what he wants to. A man sees what he wants to see, and disregards the rest. But it's not science. What you're doing is actually something else, and it's a simulation, and it's a selective, you know, data, and you know, preemptive interpretation, and a few other things. But hey, you know, I'm just a crank, crazy flat earther. Probably I'm a flat earther. That's why I put on this jacket. I don't normally wear jackets, you know. I let them go many years ago. But I thought, hey Mark, here's a trick. Here's a trick. Wear something nice when you're making the, you know, making the video. Put on one of those jackets you've got in your cupboard that, you know, you're not using. And do a video in that. You know, so here I am. Now that's better. But anyway, where was I? So the black holes, you know, it just looks like a campaign to you know, to bring the public's attention to, hey, we were right. Look what we found. We found it. You know. It's probably what's known as what Walt Thornhill calls a plasmoid. But they're not going to see that because, no, it's a black hole. Oh my God. Oh my God. But, you know, you want to see a black hole? Okay, that's what it is. It's a black hole. Yeah, sure it's a black hole. Why not? Yeah, here's some more funding. Well done. Here's a Nobel Prize. Holy cow. This is what modern science has come to. They give awards as part of a media campaign, you know, to sort of get the idiots to, oh, well, yes, but it won a Nobel Prize. Look, you know, yeah. But did you think about the idea? Now, so what has happened is society has incubated sheep isn't quite the right word, but non-thinkers. We have incubated so many uncritical. They'll swallow anything. Oh, four-dimensional space-time. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, black holes in it. Easy peasy. Got it. Yeah. Big Bang, exploding universe from nothing. No problem. I'll just memorize it. But, so we seem to have incubated a lot of unthinking. Now, we did it to ourselves. I say we, I insisted I couldn't handle it. I needed to think. So I stopped and I kept thinking about stuff. And I'm like, hang on a sec, Mark, hang on a sec. That's a bullshit sandwich. They're feeding you there. Don't go for that. That sounds implausible. And I had a very good laugh as a teenager, I think, about the Big Bang. I don't remember if I had that good of a laugh about black holes, but I could tell right away that it was just these guys were they were doing something different. I knew they were doing something different, and I knew it had nothing to do with science. But anyway, we're part of a campaign. It appears to be unfolding. And, part of it apparently is well planned and well executed, professionally, done videos, spontaneously done, just boom, 2 days, within 24 hours, presumably, of the black hole appearing, and or the picture being made, or whatever. I guess they must have had to craft it, and collate the data and put it all in, give it to the video production team, and then and then make this video as they went along, maybe. Well, it's a long-term strategic project. It took years to do, and apparently nearly fell apart many times. But that just confirms the fact that it is a part of a long-term strategic vision in someone's head to see a black hole, to detect a black hole. What if it's not a black hole? Detect it anyway. I did. I tore a black hole. I tore a putty tent. But that's crazy, and you can't do that. You're not supposed to do that in science. You can't start with what you're going to see, and then they called it what do they call it? The Event Horizon Telescope. That's what they called it. Well, what are you going to see with that? Event horizons. That's what we're going to see. Anything that comes into this telescope is going to be an event horizon. And so what did they see? Black holes. Yeah, I don't think so. That's what you didn't think twice about that.